A while back, I made a video talking about how Tier 9 is my favorite tier in the game, because they're like Tier 10 tanks, but at Tier 9. So you can play Tier 8s and completely smash them, but you can also play Tier 10s and have a bit of a challenge. It's just the perfect in-between. I feel Tier 9s are the most balanced out there. Even the more broken ones, like the 50 TP prototype, are still pretty balanced when you compare them to any other tier's broken vehicles. But one thing I don't think I've ever talked about is my favorite Tier 9, which is the M-V-Yoh. I really enjoy playing this tank. Now, why? Well, it's because it carries the exact same gun as the M-V-Yoh. It has a 2-shot autoloader, or you can run the 3-shot, which actually has very impressive DPM for a Tier 9, but I like the 2-shot. It has okay DPM at 1900, but what makes it really strong is that it gets out the exact same damage as the Tier 10 2-shot with the same amount of time. In 1.71 seconds, you deal 900 damage. That means that I am basically an FE2 and 5B 183 that can fight Tier 8. Yeah, doesn't that sound balanced? But as well, the tank is pretty quick. It goes 32 with a very solid power to weight ratio. It's got 10 degrees of gun depression, very solid turret armor, and a track mechanic that means even when you are tracked, you can still reverse the tank, at least, slowly. So I really like the Yoh. It's just a very versatile tank that is pretty easy to do well in. Its PBR looks great, and there's really no complaints I have for it, apart from, the DPM is pretty bad. But that's my choice, because I could run the 3-shot, which has a lot of DPM, especially after Wargaming buffed it. 2400 is the same as some Tier 10 heavy tanks. In fact, I wouldn't feel all too bad in the Yoh fighting a lot of Tier 10 heavies. But the 2-shot, oh man, does it feel good to just whop somebody's hit points off. So what do we have in the enemy team? We got an E100, 4005, Gorilla 15. We got a Conqueror E75, and then a T92 E1 and a Waffenträger Panzer IV. Well, we are going to be pushing directly towards base B, unless my team doesn't want to. Which it looks like they don't want to. Okay, then I'm not going to base B. I always have, the decision in my mind, do I want to push where I want to go, or do I want to stick with the team? And for this one, yeah, nobody on the team is going to base B. While that may be one of the most important spots on the map, and you really need to hold it, I'm not going to try and hold something if I'm the only person there or the only person getting cover. We really don't have much cover, as you can see. The stock Jagdtiger and these two TDs back here, yeah, they're not going to do much. So we got the Conqueror at base B right now, who I would love to be able to get 2 shells at. So let's see if we can do that. There's the Conqueror still sitting there. Come on, keep going, and yes. All right, let's aim it on his side, and there is 1 shell. That one missed, but good news is we got a 2nd shell. Sorry, I had a bit of a stroke there, but that's still 391 damage I was able to take off of him. Better than nothing. And now I'm going to continue driving on my way. I'm not sure what that Conqueror expected to get out of doing that, but clearly it wasn't great. Alright, so they have a Grill, a 4005, and a WT. Those are the tanks I have to be scared of, because the other tanks I can easily spot, apart from the 92E1, but when it comes specifically for the TDs, they are what I'm probably going to be running into very, very soon. In fact, I'm detected, meaning that there's probably a tank destroyer right around this corner, maybe at that bush. Yep. How did I know? There's 1 shell into the waffle. There's 2 shells, and you just saw that. That's right. I just took 900 hit points off of that Waffenträger in a matter of 2 seconds. That is where the intro clip on this vehicle is broken, and that is why I find this tank to be so fun. It's not like a 183 where you're playing it and you're screwing your team over, because let's be honest, the 183 is a terrible tank for winning or just anything. But when it comes to this tank, it's actually pretty good for winning, because here we go, full health Grill. There's 1 shot, and there is 2 shots. Now he's down to 48 health. He was half health just a second ago. I mean, it's insane, and now my IS-8's going to finish him off, and there you go. 20 more seconds, we'll have another 2 shells ready. So there is the 4005, who hopefully our 113 is going to be able to shoot, but either way, hopefully my IS-8, yes, nice shot IS-8. Even though he died, it was a valiant effort, because he cleared the 4005 for us. So now all we got left is the E100, the E75, and a 92E1. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. There's the E100, there's 1 shell into his tank, and there is 2 shells. Again, 887 hit points, and yeah, we're over 3,000 damage. I mean, that's all it takes in this tank. It is such an easy vehicle to do well in. I would say, if you guys have not ground, or any of you have not played this line yet, grind for the M-V-Yoh. The Yoh itself is a fantastic tank, and this vehicle's fantastic to grind. The Tier 8 is great. The only tank I don't like on the line is the Tier 7, and that's saying a lot, because usually Usually, it's the higher tiers that suck. There you go. 955 damage. We're over 4,000 done on this game. But hey, we might even be able to get 2 more shells out into this E100. We just wait and wait. So, how are you guys' days going? Hopefully you're all doing well out there. You're staying happy, you're staying healthy, whether it's COVID or, you know, a war. There's a lot going on right now, and hopefully all of you are doing well. And almost we're ready to get our shells out. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna get this kill. Oh, wait. We have another shot. Yeah, there you go. I was like, wait, what? All right, we're all good. We did pretty good. And yeah, that was the first battle in the Yoh. You can see that, yes, DPM is important, but if you can use a tank that's got a lot of mobility, and the fact that it gets out so much damage in such a short amount of time, DPM isn't all that important. So let's see if we can load into one more battle here. Well, you know, I was kind of hoping we would fight tier 8s, but it's fine. We should still do fine with the double shot. What does the enemy team have? E50M, Grabil 15, Jägerpanzer 57 Heavy, Jagdtiger, an M-V-Yoh, and a Vickers CR. Well, as long as my team goes towards base C, we should be fine. Gotta do my smiley face as always. I need to make a shirt with just the smile on it, nothing else. Alright, well, I'm gonna push towards C. Hopefully this goes well. What are you doing, E4? Well, I guess he's a tank destroyer, but that's not a normal spot for tank destroyers to push. Alright, let's keep going. Speed. Now, which side do I want to go? I'm going to poke this corner first, just in case somebody wants to cross and they think they can get away with it, or we might be able to get a shell or 2 into the lower plate of that Jagdtiger. There's 1 shell, and we might even be able to get a shell into the Yoh. Well, nope, but that's fine with me, because we reload, so we're fine. Alright. Oh, nice shot. 183. Well, nice thing about the 183 that I will say, the only nice thing about the tank is the fact that if you don't pen a shell, you still deal like 500 damage with a Hesh, so that's something that is somewhat nice about the 183. Other than that, it's a useless tank that I wouldn't even give to my greatest opponents. Alright, so I'm going to push over here. Hopefully I can help out this VK7201K. I can definitely tell you from experience the VK's DPM is atrocious, and you want all the support you can get. So, hopefully this VK pens the shot, or doesn't. But there you go, 1 shell and 2 shells into the Jagdpanzer, and we still took off 780 hit points. But VK, please pen your shells, because if you don't, it's not going to go too well for us. Alright, we got 15 more seconds left before we get this clip back in action. It's not even really a clip, is it? It's just a shot. That's all it is. Alright, so we know where they all are. I'm going to try and cross over here. Go. Nice. Alright. Jagdpanzer, I'm not super worried about. Oh, get out of my way. Alright, there's the Jag. Let's aim in on his lower plate. There's 1 shell, and we didn't get the second shell out, but all fine. We still got a pretty big chunk into that guy. And this grill is, yeah, he's going to be taken out. The E4, even though I don't know what he's doing, at least got a shell in, and that should be plenty for our team. The Jagdpanzer is a 1-shot, and he also just fired, which gives me the opportunity to push over here. We spent all this time reloading, so now that we've actually got the shells, this is great. We got the shells the moment we push over here. So 3, 2, 1, and there's the Vickers. There's 1 shell, and didn't get the second shell out. I was hoping we would, but it's fine anyway. Let's just push up. We can get the second shell out in just a moment. I'm not wasting my atrocious DPM on that Jagdtiger. Let's just pen the Vickers and back in the cover. We're up to 2,600 damage already, though, which is great. And now we're going to wait 20 seconds. I will say, though, that is one thing about the Yoh, is you become very, very stingy when driving this vehicle. Your DPM is so bad that, yeah, you definitely got to pick and choose which targets you're going to shoot at. So right here we got the enemy Yoh, who is pushing me, but I'm not super worried because we're going to get our shell out in just a moment here. So here we go. Hello, Mr. Yoh. There's 1 shell for you and 2 shells. Oh boy. You spent all that time clipping me, and in 2 seconds, I was able to deal all that damage back. Man, this tank is fun. Alright, well there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was our second battle. And again, this was a 3,500 damage game. We won. Did everything we needed to, and this is just why I love this tank so much. The 3-shot, sure, it's better. It's better in a lot of situations. That's the same for the tier 10, but I mean, we did great. We did everything we needed to. The tank did its job, and this is just why it is my favorite tank in tier 9. 5A is still my favorite, tier 10 as many of you know, and for tier 8s, honestly, the Skoda 256, it is, after the camo, a glorious looking tank, so because of that, it is my favorite tier 8. Hopefully, all of you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, but other than that, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye!